Do not attempt to adjust your programming. You are now listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Oh yeah. Beat back beat. Ryan, you ready to go?
I want to get one of those 90s shitbox cars and put the loudest subwoofer possible in it and just play our theme song.
Oh, dude. That'd be so good.
I want to drive down Federal and just hear my shake of my car reverbing from everybody else's car.
That'd be pretty sweet.
It'd be pretty sweet. Oh, Peter, one day we'll have all our audio and our video all dialed back in like we used to be, super professionals, because, like I said, I don't have a mic stand, so I got to hold my mic. And
my microphone doesn't work, so...
You don't know how to use a mixer. It's like you forgot.
I don't... You know, it's dude, this podcast has been going for, what, like 6 years now? 7?
Maybe longer?
Maybe longer. So...
Like 2016?
Yeah.
Going on 10 years?
Holy shit. I don't know. I'll have to go. We'll have to figure that out. But potentially, that's why I'm like, dude, this mixer, it might just be dead. It might be time to get a new mixer. And until then, we just got laptop audio. And
The good thing is, mixers just for you are super cheap now.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
don't need to buy like a nice big multi-channel mixer. You just got to have something that connects microphone to computer.
Yeah, or buy a nice like microphone that connects to my laptop, which that
Like
could
mine.
also work. Yeah,
This is perfect.
I could do that.
It-
I guess
it
there's also
can-
cheaper ones, but you know.
Yeah, but you can fill your stomach.
Well, I mean, you can always fill your stomach, Ryan, but hear it.
You can hear it as well.
I hear it real good.
Peter, let's see. When's the last time I saw you? It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it? Oh, yeah. Justin's party.
That's right.
Justin's party part 2 was rescheduled for anybody curious about our personal lives. I think you had some obligations. Did you complete your obligations?
Yes, and it really worked out that Cassie got COVID, unfortunately, because I was helping someone move, and it really did. It took like all day, so like I'm glad that we were able to finish that. We didn't have to like run off and go to the party and everything. So like it worked out. I hope Cassie has made a full recovery and is feeling better. Justin's wife, and we can have that party in the near future.
Well,
so
we Justin and I made the best of that day. Since Cassie had COVID, and it was his son's 5th birthday party, William, Spider-Man, Shark Boy. So, you don't want the little one not to have a birthday. So it also worked out that Retromania came back again, 3rd year in a row. I've been going to this.
yeah.
And Peter, I got some stuff.
What'd you get?
I got some stuff. Can you hear it?
I hear a bag.
All right. I'm going to go from worst to best, okay? Ready?
You better take off your background thing. I won't be able to see it.
Oh. Well, let me see.
Yeah. So if anyone that wants to see it on the YouTubes, Ryan's going to do it properly.
Yeah. Except for I don't know how to do it mid-episode.
we had the same problem before. It took you a while to figure it out.
Oh, that's just that. Visual. Oh, I can't while I'm being recorded.
Oh man, put it right in front of your face. It might work then.
Gonna. Okay, so there's one table, and I wasn't gonna buy this, but it adds to the collection. And the front of the table said 50% off. So,
Good deal.
naturally I'm gonna look for something 50% off. Look who I found.
The Phantom.
Casey Jones the Phantom.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it now. That's
Yeah.
cool.
The monster.
they.
Yeah, the Monster Turtles.
I knew they did the monsters, or the turtles, but I had no idea they did Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey Jones is the Phantom of the Opera. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, this background sucks. There, sweet spot.
I saw it.
I just saw
Where's the
reflection
black
from the
lady?
TV. That was crazy. It was ghostly. Anybody, who cares? This is the
Popping
NECA.
in and out.
Yeah, this is a NECA Casey Jones Phantom of the Opera. Okay, there's that.
Very cool. Very
And
cool.
then I've always had a goal. Okay, so this goal was to find Megatron for William and Street Sharks.
Okay.
We didn't find a proper Megatron we were going to buy for a 5-year-old because all of them they had there were like $200, right?
Like the legit turn into the gun metal ones.
Yeah, they had those all over the place. And honestly, I got William a little Megatron, like a little $2 keychain thing. He was happy.
Nice.
But I'm looking for just that green and purple tank thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we're walking around, and I have a goal. As everybody knows, I'm a Ninja Turtle fan.
Got on Leo. I see
Yeah.
Leo.
These are cool. These are the 40th anniversary. They're a retro remaster, so they're the original toys with more details and articulation. There's one. There's two.
I can't see who that is.
That's Donatello.
Oh, okay.
There's three.
Jeez.
There's four.
Oh man.
I got all the brothers.
Nice.
I wanted these. I saw two of them in one Walmart when they first came out, and I was bummed because I was like, I should have bought them then.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Noises. And I was shopping back in the day, and I was like, dang it, I missed out on it. So I felt like I totally missed out on them. And in reality, when I was at Retromania, there was this one booth, and I was like, how much do you want for them? And they're like, well, $20 each. And I was like, actually, I shouldn't say it like that. They were really nice people. And I was like, and they're like, if you buy all four, I'll do 70. And I said, well, that's the price of them in my cart in Walmart.com right now. So thank you. I'll take them. But here's my favorite one I got.
Okay. Ooh, a Spawn. I can't make out. I just saw it Spawn. What?
It's the Max.
Oh, it's not even Spawn at all. I see Max at top there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So the Max was an MTV show back in the day.
Yeah.
It was one of those adult TV shows, cartoons. And spoiler alert, I would highly recommend that you watch the Max if you could find it. I don't know where you can find it currently, but it's like a little mini series. Yeah.
No, it's not on Max, HBO Max.
No, silly.
That's weird.
It's MTV's Paramount, but I think it's on YouTube, but you have to buy it. So anybody inclined to purchase things, I think you could buy it on Amazon too. Anyway, the Max is a really cool series, comic book inspired, but they made some really cool figures back in the late 90s, 96. This one's in really good condition. He had it for like 50, but I got it for 40.
Always bargaining.
Yep.
Nice job.
I bargained all those actually. Yeah. So, I was really proud of my haul. I did a salute to Sergeant Slaughter, WWF pro wrestler from the 80s. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Did you talk to him, or you just did a salute? That was it.
It was another bathroom experience. You know how I met Chino in the bathroom? Like I was walking into the bathroom and Sergeant Slaughter was walking out. That's good enough for me.
Did he salute you back?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
All right.
He totally
Then
saluted me back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so Sergeant Slaughter's the real G.
That's great.
And most of all, Justin sent me the best text I've had all weekend. He's like, dude, thank you for taking us. He goes, William said he was having a bad day until Ryan came over and we went to go look at toys.
Nice.
And I was like, that's what I wanted, my dude. So
that's
I'm
the way to do
creating
it.
bonds with my friends' kids.
Yeah, that's
I have a
awesome.
bond with Ellie. I have a bond with Billy. I have a bond with Tabby. I have a bond with all the kids. You know, I'm that cool guy.
Yeah, the cool uncle.
Yeah. It's probably because I have the same mindset as them.
Yeah, like, you want me to hit things or go get toys? I'm in.
Yeah, he was throwing things at me, and I was like, "Hey, bud, you could throw things at me, but I'll tell you this: whatever you throw at me, I get a keep.
Oh,
So just prepare." So he was very selective on the things he was throwing at me.
Smart kid. Smart
And then he
kid.
threw his shoes at me, and I didn't give them back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get
So
mad.
now you have some kids' shoes at home.
No, I threw them out the window.
Jeez.
No, I was acting like I did, but no, he was good. Another funny moment walking through there, like Justin's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take Tabitha to the bathroom," and I said, "Okay, cool." I said, "Billy, come with me. Hold my hand." And he would not hold my hand. And I said, "Hey, bud," I said, "if you're gonna be in this crowd, you're gonna hold my hand." He goes, "No, I'm a boy." I was like, "Fair. You're also 5.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose you."
No, I'm a boy.
Yeah, none of that homo stuff. I was like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
gotcha, dude.
I just wish he came back. Hey, I'm not your bud,
Yeah.
dude. You know?
He just needs. He will. I have a full sense that the little guy's gonna have sarcasm to the max.
That's awesome. Well, my fun kid story is that the past couple of days, I've gotten Ellie, and just randomly, like, I swear she's like, "Fuck," and but then she says something afterwards. I'm like, "What did you just say?" And then she just repeats the last thing that she just said. I'm like, "No, what did you say before that?" And she will never say it again, and she just says something else. And then throughout the day, I'll hear it again. I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "What are you saying?" Because like, if she's just saying like duck or something, I'm like, uh, what is going on? And then just today, I forgot what happened. Like maybe something fell, and she's like, "Fuck!" I'm like, Ellie. Like, it's all funny, right? It's really funny. I don't really know how to do it, but it's more concerning that, like, please don't do this out in public, right? So I have to be like, Ellie, this is don't say fuck. That's an adult word. That's for mommy and daddy to say.
Dude,
We'll see how that goes.
my favorite is little kids who just repeat. Like I remember my nephew when his dog was running around. He was like 3 or 4, and he was chasing him down. He was frustrated. He like grabbed him by the collar and he goes, "Get over here, Kubiak, you fucking dog."
Yeah.
And Roman said, "What did you just say?" And I just bust up laughing.
Yeah. It's hilarious. I do like it, but I'm just a little bit concerned when she's using it a little bit too often.
It's like it's how it's supposed to be. She's using it properly, but she
Yes,
shouldn't be.
exactly. Like, oh man, like she's gonna go to her babysitter, like, she's gonna trip and be like, fuck, like, fucking A, like, I'm just a little concerned about those things. So hopefully, she understands, like, oh yeah, that's an adult word. Let's wait till she's like 8, and then she starts saying it all the
Yeah,
time.
it's 8's a good time,
Yeah,
but
sure.
not all the time.
No.
Yeah,
You still gotta use it at the right times. So, Ryan, should we get into our quick question?
let's do it.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Bum, bum, bum.
I see that you added more questions, but I don't feel like we're gonna have enough time for this, and I feel like this is gonna be more of a game than anything. But since we went over the hottest actresses so far in
Oh, you went
2025.
actors. My bad. We'll save
Yes.
that. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, copy that somewhere else. So,
Okay.
Ryan, I got you it's the top 9 apparently. They only can do 9 of the sexiest male actors of 2025.
Are they
So-
actually of 2025, or are they from like someone's like notepad for the past like 20 years?
Yeah,
Selma
no,
Hayek.
this one seems like more legit. And yeah, I mean some of the stuff is like from a couple years ago, but more current, I would say. And most of these this is like a different list. What the hell happened to my list?
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't even leave me with the list again.
No, this is because this is the game. This is your game here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna have to see what's going on, but
I know the answer.
what's the answer?
It's Timothy Chalamet.
He is on the list.
See, I know.
Never mind, he's not on the list. What the hell happened?
I have a list. Oh, wait. You said hottest. Never mind. I don't think anybody thinking Yosan An is the hottest, whoever that is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm using IMDb, and I really should have looked this over a little bit better. This is really weird. There's like almost like 2 lists. There's like a set of lists like 1 through 10, and then
There's a list of 80.
No, a list of 9 that I don't even know what this other list is. We're gonna do this top list. So, all right. You said Timothy Chalamet.
We gotta start
He
learning
is
how to
on
say
the
it
list.
like Adam Sandler. Chalamet. Have you seen how he's been doing that?
Well, I saw it when he did the Oscars when he ran up. Timothy Chalamet! Or whatever he did and ran off.
That all came from a comedian who was like, "How come your name sounds like an Adam Sandler joke?" So true.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's great.
So I got 1 on the list.
Okay. Yeah, and it's going 1 through 10. I'm thinking 10 is the hottest, is my guess. I think we're working our way down. So he is number 2. So nice job there. He's pretty big right now. Been in the Dune movies, complete unknown. He played Bob Dylan, so like he's pretty big. Willy Wonka, or just Wonka.
He's Wonka. Anybody who's Willy Wonka is. How come they always made Willy Wonka a very attractive person, like Gene Wilder?
I don't know. So not that they gotta look eccentric. That's what I think.
Ah.
Yeah. All right, who else you got?
Tom Holland.
No. Mm-mm.
What? Spider-Man's not on there?
I know. I think this list is more like legit to really like 2025.
The guy Bill Pullman's son.
Bill, does it end with Pullman?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
He's
dying
Sentry.
over at your house.
And just that's my stomach.
Oh, okay. No, he's not on the list.
Brandon Routh. No, that guy's way too old.
Superman Returns.
Johnny Storm.
What's his name?
I don't know. The guy
The new
from
one?
Stranger Things. Can I just list off like 5 Stranger Things actors?
They didn't make the list. They did not make the list. But all right, I'll give you a hint. Some people from the Iron Claw made it.
Iron Claw. Oh, that the guy from The Bear.
Yep, Jeremy Allen White. He's number 7.
Yep. Okay.
Harris Dickinson. I don't know, who did he play in the Iron Claw?
Harrison Dickinson. Harris.
Harris Dickinson.
How come I can't spell Harris?
Oh, I think he was like the brother that like died first in the Iron Claw. He was the tall
remember.
one, right?
Iron.
Not Zac Efron. He didn't make the list either.
Well, no, because he's busted. Oh, yeah, he is the tall one. The one who died of tummy issues.
Yeah, too many drugs.
Too
many pills.
Oh, Twister guy.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. He's number 10. I think he's the top spot, which you're right there. Did you hear this name ever before? Charles Melton? You know this guy?
No. Charles Milton.
Yeah, me either. No idea this guy, but he is number 9. We did Harris Dickinson. He was 8. Jeremy Allen White was 7. Oh, okay. Here we go. He's the Joker. The new Joker.
Oh, the guy who looks up the bathtub cum?
Is that from Saltburn?
Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
Barry Keoghan or something?
Yep.
Keegan?
Yep. Number
He's goofy
6.
looking.
I know. Dude, a lot of these guys are kind of goofy looking. I think it's weird.
They all look like Smurfs. Different
Yeah.
types of Smurfs.
They're all in Wonka. Paul Mescal. This is the guy that played the new Gladiator 2 guy.
Yeah. Cool.
I never saw him like before that. Like, it's just crazy. Austin Butler. I know the name.
Oh, that's he's Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I think
He'd be a good Joker.
Yeah, I can
How many
see
other?
that. So that was for Jacob Elordi. He's from Saltburn as well. He's number 3.
Is he? Oh yeah, he's like Saltburn. He looks like a younger Pedro Pascal.
I'm surprised he's not on here.
Oh, he's old.
This is a very young list. Old people can be hot.
Not if they're old.
Okay. All right. This is just weird. It's so young. Like, who created this? This is supposedly is by Rotten Tomatoes. So, Timothy Chalamet is number 2, and then number 1, which again to me is the least, because I would think Glenn Powell's number 1, but I don't know. Levy Duplay.
Just so you know, I bet you anything, Glenn Powell's number 10. Because
Like last?
he's old.
Oh yeah, he's older. Just like Sydney Sweeney. She was like the last place too in our list.
Which is bullshit. Levy Dupley?
Levy Duplay.
How do you spell this name?
Levee Duplay. Duplay.
This guy looks like he's 40 years old.
Exactly. So you're saying this is the hottest guy? Like, again, I'm just saying this thing is shit. I don't understand this.
No way, this guy's way old. Oh wait, maybe it's this one.
Is there a different one? Is there 2?
He looks old. Like this actor's been making movies since 2023. I don't know. This guy looks really old. Well,
Dude, I think
your list is wrong.
That's what I'm saying. It is list. The list is wrong, just like the last list was wrong. And I really think it's because he has 7 feature films releasing this year. I think that's why he's on here.
Oh, so it's actual like work, not teeny pop sex symbol stuff, right?
Yeah, I guess my Google search didn't understand what I was after.
Oh, well, to answer your question, it's Michael B. Jordan.
For the hottest?
Yeah, it has to be.
Let's see. Let me see if I can get hottest male actors.
And we are ruining Peter's Google search. Hey, next up, Google Tranny Jack.
Oh, there's too many. This is when I do this now. They're coming up with like all time, which that's just too much. Just too much.
Did you put 2025?
No, that's when I get that last list. I don't know. Anyways, I did this because I didn't want to be sexist. So,
I like how it's just like a pass off kind of thing. Yeah, I did this because Sydney Sweeney.
I'll be honest. I don't think she's that hot. I think she's kind of weird. She has a weird face.
I think she is hot, but I think she's not as hot as Hollywood's trying to make her to be. I think that she just made her hotness because she's willing to just like do
bear it all.
Yeah. Yeah, like in Madam Web, if they're like, hey Sydney, show us your boobs, she'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
And then that'd probably be the best Sony Marvel movie ever.
Here's the thing. All these lists are subjective, so it's all bullshit, and we like who we like, and everyone's beautiful. Let's just move on.
And Michael B. Jordan.
Yep, and Michael, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
that was a fun game. What's next? Are we going to do hottest actors that played Sloth from the Goonies?
Maybe. We'll see what other lists I can find.
You should find a list of best professional wrestlers turned actors.
Yeah. All right. We'll look at that.
The answer is Batista for that one, but we'll get into that in another episode.
He's gotten so skinny. It's weird.
Because he's a thespian, like Nicolas Cage.
He is a thespian.
He's a thespian.
I'm just saying, the last time we had a wrestler that lost a whole bunch of weight, it didn't work out for him until he put the weight back on. So,
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No, The Rock.
Oh yeah, well they're putting him in stupid movies.
Yeah, he lost all his weight, lost all his muscle, grew hair, and he's like, oh, he is not a leading man anymore.
No, not at all. Well, that was fun. Next, maybe you should find hottest old guys of Hollywood, like Ian McKellen.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what that does.
How about we do some trailers?
Let's do it.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
movies and beyond.
All right.
There's a lot of noise going on in this household over here, just so you guys know.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
We got a lot
There's some
of
stomping,
sequels.
some coughing.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
well,
all
every
these are
year.
sequels. Every year.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, sequel number 1, Jurassic World Rebirth.
So this is, we already talked about this. I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but trailer 2 came out, and have you watched the second trailer? This trailer number 2?
Yeah, I did homework.
Did it make you more excited now for this film? Because at first I was kind of like, I don't really care.
I have the same level of excitement for this as I do every Jurassic Park movie.
I guess I don't
It's just
know
kind of
what level
flatlined.
that is.
I just go to watch it just to be like, oh, okay, cool, dinosaurs.
Yeah, and you really get this in that film. Like, there's a lot of dinosaurs, and there's some like cool scenes. Like that T-Rex swimming through the water. I was like, oh, I might just go see this movie for that scene alone.
Yeah.
But I got a vibe of that. It's kind of like the Lost World, in my opinion.
Fair.
Like they're going to another island that is deserted, where they just did all these even crazier experiments, right? But they really, it's the Lost World, right? It's untouched almost, except for, I'm really confused because why is there ruins on the island?
Tomb Raider.
I guess like that was my one question. Is like, wait, did what's the name of the company? Engine is that the name of the company? Did they really just make ruins on this island to make it cooler for the dinosaurs? Like I don't know. that part was very confusing to me. But
I know how to fix your concern. They're building a second park, and it was going to be more of a adventure theme park. So
I
this
like
movie
it.
should be renamed Jurassic World Lost Park.
Lost Box. I like it. Maybe they'll do an asterisk at the end and they'll change the title.
Oh my gosh.
So,
No. Failed experiment, Disney. Sorry. Should have just said
I
New Avengers.
well, or not even say that. Like it was just let them be the Thunderbolts. Which so I was just looking at that. Like it is like the second um
Worst.
worst flop, I guess, for them. So
Well,
the
in the scheme of things, that it's for the Avengers, right? Not like the second worst flop.
no for Marvel. So
Oh,
it is the second lowest grossing film, which is at like 370 million, which on the year is actually not that bad. And we're taking a little pivot here because I was very curious about this. So the worst is the Marvels. That one really did very poorly in the box office.
because it was terrible.
Yeah, I still have not watched it. I've watched very, very little of it. But that was at 206 million. That was really no one wanted to watch this. But I'm really shocked that Thunderbolts are only at 325 million. Because, dude, I thought when I saw that first trailer, I was like, oh man, this looks so exciting. This is gonna be like similar, like I don't know, like Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. And I don't know. I didn't really get the sense from you. Like it was very confusing. You said it was good, but like, do you think it deserves this very low box office number? Are you not surprised by this? Maybe that's the question.
No, I'm not surprised because, as I was alluding to in my review, it was Marvel's therapy session. So, like, they didn't really have a villain that they were battling. Like, when you think the Avengers, they even said, they're like, what are we going to do when someone attacks us from space? Like, this Avenger team can't do that, you know? Um, so they had to basically fight Sentry, who is the basis of Homelander from The Boys, except for doesn't enjoy breast milk. Um, so like you had to figure out who the Sentry character was, but it was just kind of thrown in there. It was like, oh yeah, here's Bob. Oh yeah, we don't know what he does. Oh shit, he's the most powerful thing that we know of right now. And then he was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna hang out with you guys, but I don't want to use my powers.
Yeah.
So
The Void.
I guess until the next episode.
So you're calling it a therapy session. Like I've heard a lot of like it's supposed to be course correction. Like this is like the new way. Like they're like fixing the way they did their movies, right? Like trying to get back to their roots, maybe per se. Did you get a sense of that?
When I said therapy session, I'm glad we have 2 weeks removed from it, so I can kind of loosely spoil it. When I said therapy session, it was basically this ragtag team that didn't know what they were and how they were going to actually defeat this all-purpose villain. So they tapped into their mind of all their traumas. So like it was a trauma of the Black Widow, it was a trauma of Sentry, it was a trauma of Red Guardian, like all these characters that you don't know anything about that they threw together in random mini series or like other movies. So it was dealing with them and overcoming their traumas as growing up as kids and superheroes. So like Sentry was their therapist who's like, and that's when he was in the Void, and the Void was bringing them back down to their deep, dark depression, and their entire motive was to get them out of their void and help the Void get out of that and become the Sentry, in turn be the Sentry, be part of saving Earth, not destroying people. Because he was having another moment where it was like the blip. He was starting to just like send people into this void, and it was sending them through multiple layers of their traumas. Gotcha. So they didn't actually have like a big fight scene. They had like a mental battle. So it was like epic mental battles of history. That's why I kept on calling it Marvel's therapy session.
I gotcha. Thank you for ruining the movie.
Sorry.
Next question is: do you think it deserves this low box office success?
Yes, because I think people are expecting this comic book style of action, and Marvel hasn't been giving that to us. They're giving us more of these, like even Captain America, they're giving these like real life political and mental health agendas that are so like phase 5 was pushing like all the like the DEA hires, like oh yeah, we need to have the Indian girl, we have to have this person be a black person, blah blah blah. Now Marvel is adapting towards current events like politics and mental health and trauma. So it's relevant, but it's relevant for this time period. 2-3 years down the road, when people are still going back and enjoying Avengers Endgame because it was a comic book story, these ones are like trying to tie in these real life scenarios, and honestly, we don't need it anymore. That's why, and I want to say this when we talk about news, but I truly think Superman's going to do better than Fantastic Four, and I think it's going to be a better movie.
Oh, I agree. I think that movie's gonna. I mean, the way that it looks like it's projecting looks like it's gonna be huge, and I kind of thought the same thing for Thunderbolts, but I was way wrong. I mean, it's still like so far on the year; it's the 4th highest grossing, but Captain America: Brave New World actually beat it out. So,
well, it has the name Captain America, even though it's Anthony Mackie. It's still Captain America.
Yeah, so the name alone got it, but Minecraft so far is top dog for movies. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, so I was just curious. But that was Jurassic World Rebirth.
No shit.
Okay, a couple more. I don't really care about Zootopia 2. It's a Disney movie.
Well,
it's gonna do
the reason I put it on there, Peter, is because if you watch this trailer, it tells you nothing.
Good.
It literally like shows a little gerbils like on a keyboard, and then it does like this like intro to each one of these characters you already know, and it's like Zootopia 2 is coming. Okay.
Yeah, but isn't it like not coming until like 2027? That's why they don't have anything yet. That's why.
They're like, hey, do you have those character animations? Just kind of put something together. Let them know that's coming.
Yeah, that's all.
Fair.
They're just doing these stupid announcements.
But that's a movie you don't even need to know what the plot is. It's just gonna bring in money anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's a kids' movie. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, this one I put it on there just because it just I was like, why? The Old Guard 2 with Charlize Theron. I watched The Old Guard, which I'm trying to remember. I think I even reviewed it on this podcast, but I'm trying to think, like, did I want a sequel or not? And I don't think I did. And really watching this trailer, it made it seem like I was like, man, I blocked everything that happened in The Old Guard. And that came out in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It made it seem like I need to go watch what happened in that first movie to even understand this movie, which I think that's just something. Like, when you have a sequel coming out so much later, like, you gotta make it like a standalone movie. You cannot have some little Easter eggs for the people that remember the original, but you kind of gotta have it. So, like, you can watch Top Gun Maverick and fully enjoy that movie without knowing any of the past shit. Maybe be a little bit confused when he meets Iceman. That's probably the only thing. But besides that, like, it's just a standalone movie. You could enjoy that movie regardless of seeing the first one. So, yeah. I think they're screwing up with The Old Guard 2. It's too late. Time has come. It doesn't look very good. Netflix, you fucked up.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to make Charlize Theron young and attractive again. Don't get me wrong. She's attractive. She's just not.
She's not on the top 10 lists in 2025.
Yeah. She's not Sydney Sweeney. Anyway. I like this one though. Nobody 2.
Oh,
I enjoyed Nobody, and
hmm
this is one of those sequels where you're like, dude, what are they gonna do? But this trailer perfectly outlines like I could be into that. Takes the family on
absolutely.
vacation. There's this whole like, I guess it'd be the main plot that he takes them to this like drug lord territory, and then he's just like, nope, I'm not gonna stand for it, and then he just like stands up for his family.
Well, yes, it seems like there's like two things, right? Like he's not standing up for people disrespecting his family, right? He's not a nobody anymore. Family is aware of what he's done in the past and kind of want him like, come on, you like be a dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Um and then on top of that, yes, there's some drug lord shit that's going on and Christopher Lloyd again. So talk about a sequel. Like I was with you. I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but this looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to see it. Kind of seems like it kind of hits all the same beats the first one did, and but maybe be a little bit funnier. Um, a little bit more tongue in cheek with all of it because cat's out of the bag. So
He's not just Nobody.
that's right. Yep, he's nobody too.
He's Nobody again.
Yep. And our
um,
last thing, were you moving on?
yeah, Peacemaker
Yeah,
2, season 2.
season two.
Um, this is why I think Superman's going to be amazing. Just the way even the trailer for the show, this looks like something I would follow. I mean, it brought back my favorite character in comic book miniseries history, the Vigilante.
Oh yeah.
He's my favorite, hands down. We didn't see anything about but okay. I like how they integrated Superman characters in here, like you saw
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Fillion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shows that he's kind of smart assy. Cool, I like it. But the end of this trailer is what got me. Rumor has it that there's going to be a DC EU Peacemaker and then a DCU Peacemaker. And the last scene showed him going into. So we might be seeing this transition from this old, like, uh, DCEU universe to the DCU universe through James Gunn's Peacemaker, and I'm all here for that.
I like it because I think it's the like we know there's two universes. Like
Mm-hmm.
they know like we've totally changed it because if you remember the end of Peacemaker, the first season, the silhouettes of Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the Flash show up, right? They
Right.
missed the final battle. That was kind of the joke. Um, and so that put them in the DCU, right? And now with that whole idea, and you got the Green Lantern from the DCEU,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No,
He's connecting it in a way. Yeah, I like it. I, especially with Peacemaker, like, dude, this is like the perfect place where like you can have a lot of fun with it. You don't need to do that with the movies. Just have some fun with the series, and I think it's the perfect place to do that. So, looks good. Can't wait. I'll have to renew my subscription to Max.
yeah, we got to figure that out.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into some news, Ryan.
Let's do it. I realize how much news I put on here. I could totally steamroll through this.
Yeah, go for it, because
All right.
it's
I put Norman Reedus is ready for his own John Wick spinoff after
is it?
Ballerina. Don't care.
Yep.
I like Norman Reedus. Don't get me wrong. I've loved him on Walking Dead, Blade 2, anything he does. We share the same birthday. He's awesome.
Nice.
But don't already set me up for your character for a spinoff of a series that's still continuing.
Yeah. I and I never watched like those things that came to was it Peacock? I never
Yeah,
watched
the
those.
Continental.
Yeah, I
Mm.
I don't know. Like when
Dude,
you start getting to too many spin-offs, like I'm no longer in. It's just too much to follow.
I just don't know if this universe needs so much backstory. Like, that's what I actually like about John Wick, is that John Wick does the same thing over and over, and it works. I
Mhm.
honestly don't need an expansion on this movie series. I'm okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out.
Speaking about expanding universes, did you see that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has an official timeline book?
Oh, jeez.
They want us to fucking read it. They want us to
Yeah,
read their official timeline based off a movie universe in a book.
yeah.
Written, I think it's written by Kevin Feige. So, uh, dude, this is where Star Wars has failed me. I don't need to read my universes in books. Thank you. Oh my God, hold on. This is how the universe started, was through comic books. Why do we need our own freaking book for the movies? The movies should be telling the story for us instead of having all these plot holes. The TV shows including more stuff that's not alluding to anything. We don't need this in a book.
That's why they're having a book because it's getting fucking confusing, and I think that is part of the reason why these movies are failing
Mm-hmm.
now. It's gotten to be too much. It's too big of a universe. They need to bring it back down.
Yep. They gotta peel back the onion layers.
And what do you do? Like you get the timeline now, and then they're still making movies. Like, do you get like a downloadable content to finish it off? Like, I, that's the dumbest thing.
I know, man. I don't know. It's just, I think they're scrambling. I think Disney is really doing what to Marvel that I was excited last year, but now I'm really starting to feel like what they did to Star Wars, because they're gonna have to do something to really bring Star Wars back into my life.
Dude, if if the Avengers film like flops, I they're gonna cancel everything. I don't know. They're gonna have to like really take a step back and refigure it out. Um. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I still look at these movies and like they're still. I have to believe they're making money. Uh, but they're not making that much.
I mean, they're making enough to keep it going. So, um, uh, oh, we should have started with this. Did you ever watch Cheers?
A little bit.
I hated Cheers until I was in middle school / high school, because I used to fall asleep with the TV on, and I would just leave Cheers on. But then I ended up watching Cheers, and I liked it. But George Wendt, who played Norm in Cheers, officially died at the age of 76. Officially. I don't know why I said officially.
Well, he did officially die.
He officially passed away at the age
Maybe
76.
yeah, you faked something earlier.
Sad news there, I mean,
Yeah.
they're starting to go. I think he's the first of the Cheers actors, isn't he?
I don't know all of them, but Woody's still
Oh.
alive. Ted Danson. Oh, what's the girl's name? Did she pass?
Christy Alley?
Yeah, is she still alive?
Dude, Christy Alley might be dead.
I know she was doing Weight Watchers for a while. So
Yeah, Christy Alley passed away. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first then.
Wasn't the first. Peter, you have something about Gremlins 3?
Yeah, it's happening. Chris Columbus, he was he a writer, producer? I don't know. He's gonna be a producer or directing it seems like. Gremlins 3 for Warner Brothers, and he has stated that they're doing puppets again. They are not going to do CGI, so that excites me. They're staying true. This guy was involved with the first Gremlins and the second, so I like that they're continuing on with this guy. He's directed like movies like Mrs. Doubtfire, so
Okay.
it's in good hands, and I'm pretty excited just with the news that they're gonna go with puppets again, and I like it. I think it might be time for a new Gremlins movie, especially if you get back to more like the original. Oh man, you make it a little bit darker. I think it's just what we need.
Practical effects. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's where I'm really starting to enjoy movies a little bit more, is when I'm seeing more practical effects in my movies. Okay, I'm leading into this, so I need to see Final Destination because I'm hearing mixed reviews, but I'm hearing it's really good.
That's what I've been hearing too.
But what I'm mostly seeing is Tony Todd's scene is it was an unscripted kind of like farewell to his fans, farewell to everybody. So, he had a bittersweet message to his fans, and I think I need to experience that. So I want to encourage everybody to go see Final Destination, not only for the movie, but Tony Todd's final appearance and his last speech.
I hear like it's like one of the best movies of the franchise. So like I'm really excited, and like I've heard things about like, oh man, you're gonna have a new fear unlocked with like one of the death scenes. So I can't wait.
Yeah, maybe that's a tomorrow kind of thing, or like a Thursday. That sounds like a little midweek movie for me. Yeah. I wanted to pose this for you. Do you think the summer blockbusters are here?
Yeah, I think it starts more like in May now. Actually, earlier than that, to be honest.
I was looking at the upcoming movies, and we have a stretch here, which makes sense. Okay, so Final Destination came out. Next up is Lilo and Stitch, and then we have the Mission Impossible movie. Apparently, Tom Cruise is getting criticism, or kind of jokingly, for the way he eats popcorn. I don't know. Then I was sitting there thinking, I was like, dude, what else is next? And then I realized live action How to Train Your Dragon is coming out, and then we have 28 years later. Then we're kind of stuck with Megan 2.0. But then you get bam, bam, bam. Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four. So June is going to be like this spread out, like, get us back into it kind of thing. Recoup from Minecraft a little bit. And then July is going to hit heavy, dude. That's going to be week, like 1, 2, 3. You're saying May, huh? I mean...
Yes, I really think May is kind of where it really begins.
Okay.
And I think, again, Disney was trying to do it, or Marvel was trying to do it. They released Thunderbolts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to capitalize on that. You could almost say, like, really, these blockbusters can hit whenever. If it's a good movie, it's gonna hit, right? We've seen it before with Black Panther in like February, even Captain Marvel, the first one that was in February, and like those all did amazingly well.
Okay.
But look at all these films though. Like May has been huge in my opinion for what's been released so far. And I think Final Destination is kind of a big title in my opinion. The Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible, like all these are really big. Yeah, Jurassic World and Superman and Fantastic Four, those are bigger, but those are still pretty big movies, man. Like I think they are counting on that. There's enough people out there that will go see them during this time because it's. We're kind of in that summertime.
Given that the top 20-25 movies, Minecraft Sinners, Thunderbolts were in May, okay, I see where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. Why is Mufasa still in there? I thought that came out in December.
I don't. That's weird.
Freaking lame. What is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? Oh, date change. Sorry. Navigating Box Office Mojo. All right, back on track. Hey, it's time.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I got a new muff. Stays on.
Reviews.
My old muff kept on slipping off. This one stays on. See?
That's good. I'm glad you got a tight muff on there.
You start, Peter.
That was a poor decision. I don't know if I've really watched anything, to be honest. I did finish Ma.
Was it worth it?
No. Mm-mm. I was kind of right, dude. Like, there's just not much to this film. Like, it's so crazy. Like, Octavia Spencer is just so good that like you just feel for her, and then she goes out the deep end, which I expected, but this was straight up like this was like it was supposed to be like a PG-13 movie. I think they realized like, oh, this is not gonna do well. Let's make it R. Let's add in some cursing, but like all the death scenes were not very exciting or anything. There's not even that many, to be honest. Like all Ma Octavia Spencer, all she really does is take all these kids captive, and I think she really only kills one person. Which I'm not even sure how she even killed him, to be honest. Like she might have cut off his dick, maybe.
You would kind of know that.
But then like she like gave him like a blood transfusion. He's like, "What is this? What is this?" As far as I know, they never explained what was in that other blood that she was pumping it in him. Like I have no idea. And how it finishes off, like she goes to this guy. This is a father of one of the kids that she like kind of kidnapped, that she kills, that was a bully to her in high school, which led her down this road. Is that she was just such picked on so much that all she's ever wanted is to fit in, and that's why she was giving alcohol to minors, basically. Yeah, pretty anticlimactic. Not a lot of excitement, really. You thought for a moment like, oh man, we're getting into the good stuff, man. Like this third act might really pull it off. It does not. It's not that good. So I don't watch Ma. It's a PG-13 movie that they try to make R to try to get some more popularity. So, really, that's all. And the other ones I think I've watched that I have not talked about yet is I've watched Craven the Hunter.
Oh yeah?
Dude. Oh, that is terrible. If anything, I want to like watch it with you and we can just spoil the shit out of it. Like I would love to do that. But it's just terrible. Like Sony, like I don't know how you have mishandled the Spider-Verse so poorly with all these movies. Like it is just ridiculous. So that's just my mention of something I think we're gonna have to do to come, but I'm not gonna review it because I just want to complain about it with you a lot.
Okay,
so,
I'm fine with that.
All right, so that's all I got. I finished Ma. I tried to watch Heart Eyes, but it was too violent for my 3-year-old, so we turned it off.
Did she just look at you and go, fuck?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Peter, I'm gonna talk about it, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
The Accountant 2.
Dude, I want to see it. This is hang on, I was gonna tell you where it places with so far on the year. Where do you think it ranks on the year for budget or for gross?
Well, given Mufasa's still up there.
I didn't see that. I don't know where you're seeing Mufasa. But,
top 20, 25 movies.
I just went to Box Office Mojo and
It's on the front page.
Well, they're doing I'm doing worldwide.
Oh.
Do it
What
right.
is Niza 2?
Dude, China makes some crazy ass movies, and they can bring in tons of movies just with their viewers only.
$1.9
So,
billion?
I know, pretty crazy.
That's inflated. That's fake.
Dude, After came out this year.
I don't know. Count It 2 is probably 12.
Oh, dude, that was really good guess. It is sitting at number. If you took out the Nazazu 2, it's number 12. But with it is 13. It's at like 94 million, which I'm a little disappointed because it's the amateur that you did not like is slightly beating it
What?
right now. Dude, we need to go see it a few more times and we'll get above that.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you this. It's infinitely a better movie than The Amateur.
It's fantastic.
The one, okay, so my biggest concern about The Accountant 2 was that they were going to try and make it. Okay, my biggest concern was Den of Thieves. You know how Den of Thieves had this whole, like, plot that took place in this one area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Den of Thieves 2 started making them travel worldwide. I want to call it the Fast and Furious effect. Like, the Fast and Furious, like, if you broke it down to each one, like, we don't need them to be, like, world travelers. And it not making sense. Like, one scene they're in Puerto Rico, and then, like, they turn over and they're, like, hanging out in Antarctica. That was Den of Thieves for me. The Accountant 2 did not do that for the most part.
Okay.
So, what I enjoyed about it is that they didn't just rehash the first movie of all the things I enjoyed. Like, they didn't show, like, the scenes where, like, really broke down him as a character. They just kind of expanded on his level of expertise. But what was really cool about this movie is how they tied in his brother.
Mm-hmm.
They tied in John Bernthal and built his character up, because in the first movie you didn't really know much about his brother. This one was about his brother. And then you started to get a little bit more of an interaction of how these two were raised as mercenaries. So it wasn't about them bickering with each other too much, but when they teamed up, this was like a good team. I don't want to say like a buddy cop movie, but it was funny. And I was surprised how funny it was with these two characters, but it didn't take away from the movie, right?
Yeah.
And the whole the plot that they had to navigate through made sense why it was a bigger scale movie. Does that make sense? Without me spoiling it?
I think so.
Because if I tell you why they were pursuing what they were pursuing, it would give it away.
Yeah.
But the setup was good. Like, what's his name? Not J. Jonah Jameson, but as his real name. Not J.K. Rawlings. J.J. Simmons. J.R. Simmons.
J.K.
He sets up the movie, lays it into, I think her name was the Mexican chick that he passed off his entire, like, division to, and then she had to pursue the accountant, and that's where they came together in this ultimate team. Very different from the first one. Oh, there's one subplot I was kind of like a little peeved about, but it was can I tell you?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't want to tell you.
All right.
It just deals with his oracle. You know, the girl in the institute where she can't really speak, and she has her she has her mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Just when you watch it, let me know your thoughts on how they took care of that group of characters.
Okay.
Because that was the one thing I was just like, really? Really? Did you
Yeah,
guys have to go that far with it?
that's interesting because like that's what was kind of like nice like in the first one is it's you know you're just aware of these people and like oh he helped fund this I don't know if you call it a school like he almost has his own X-Men school for autistic people.
Oh,
Uh
y-
am I right there? Yeah.
yes,
This
yes.
this is why I'm like man, that is they're going a little bit too far. But yeah, that's funny. Um
His autistic X-Men.
dude, like cuz I the way you're going towards him like, "Oh man, is this what they were doing?" Cuz he was funding it. Uh
It's totally autistic X-Men.
did did they do like all the flashbacks like the first one had?
No, there wasn't that many flashbacks in
Okay.
this one. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
was pretty straightforward. The only thing that they did flashbacks on was how they were solving this case. They did introduce a pretty cool new, and she was kind of very X-Men like as well. It very much seemed like a realistic X-Men without mutants, but more autism.
They wait, who did they introduce? Is this the bad guy or
Bad person?
yeah, the bad girl?
Yeah, bad girl. Yeah,
Yeah, I know it's the girl.
yeah.
Um, yeah. It seemed from watching the trailer, it did seem like more like straightforward, like no, this is legit bad guy compared to like the first one, right? He was actually being the accountant. He was like figuring out what was going on, and he stumbled into a thing that was bigger than what he realized, and he got sucked in. This one seems like it's more like, we need your help. Get your brother and bang it out.
Let's just say that there's no accountant work whatsoever in this movie.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I got from the trailer.
Yeah.
I thought it felt like they more like focused on the autism and brotherly love parts of it.
And he is, and I think this movie is very self-aware that he is autistic. So they just let him. Honestly, they're like, "Hey Ben, be the most autistic you can, okay?" Without like offending people, but
Yeah.
just. And it's funny because, like, dude, I saw this movie when I was in 2017, I think. So we're
First
almost
one?
on 10
Yeah.
years. Like he looks different. Like Ben Affleck, he was doing something with his facial features where he was just showing his autism, versus the first one where he was just this clean cut like accountant guy, kind of wandering off in space every once in a while. But like this time, he was just kind of doing the squinty eye thing. I don't know. That was just a little bit different. But
Interesting. He got more autistic.
his autistic evolved. I gotta tell you a funny story. When we went to go see this, Brittany went to go use the bathroom, and we were walking to Alamo, and then I was walking through, and we were running late. And you know me with Alamo, I hate being late because they make you feel so bad for it. They're like, "Oh, I guess we'll let you in, even though you paid for it, and your seats are waiting for you." So there was this couple in front of us, and they were also running late. And Brittany goes, "I bet they're gonna go see the same movie." I was like, "No, they're probably gonna see like a 7:30 showing." And she's like, And I heard them in front. They're like, "Oh, we're here for the accountant too." And I was like, "Shit, she was right." So anyway, as Brittany was in the bathroom, I was talking with the lady, and I was like, "Yeah, I hate being late to movies, blah blah blah." And she goes, "Oh yeah, we're so late, blah blah blah." And I said, how'd I say it? But I casually threw out that calling it the autistic assassin, and her boyfriend fucking lost it, dude. He's like, "It is so true. That's what this movie's called." I was like, "Dude, I've been calling this movie the autistic assassin for like years."
Yeah.
And they saw me leaving the movie theater, and they're like, "What'd you think about the autistic assassin?" I was like,
Nice.
I thought it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
So we had a little bonding moment over a goofy name.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, but it's good?
I would say it's a watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I really want to go see it. I think the dynamic between Ben Affleck and John Berthel looks pretty dynamic. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, nice.
Well, should we wrap this up with some
Let's
recommendations?
let's do it.
Yes! Yes! Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
These are so cool.
I'll have what she's having.
That's right. Oh man, Ryan. There is one new thing that I did start watching. That is hilarious. Have you heard of this new show on Netflix called Bad Thoughts with Tom Segura?
No.
Oh, dude, it is hilarious. There's let's see, like 6 episodes, and like it's like a anthology basically, and it's so the whole premise is it's his bad thoughts, right? And it's just crazy scenarios. And he's in every single one playing some crazy person. And they're only a half an hour like segments, and then basically like I think the first one kind of like two like kind of shorts, but like that second one is like to be continued, and you finish it in the next episode, and then it does it again, and each one kind of has like its theme. So the first one was called Jobs. So like they did a one of the spoofs was with assassin and things going wrong, and it was very funny. And the next one was with I believe a country singer.
Okay.
Dude, such like totally R-rated comedy, so funny. I love that I just looked at it. They're about like 20 minutes a piece, basically, for each one of these episodes. It's just the right amount, but it's so fucking funny. I highly recommend it on Netflix. I'm about halfway through, but Bad Thoughts is totally worth the watch.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta catch up on some series. People keep on talking about Last of Us, and I'm not caught up. So, but
It's too much, man.
It's
Too
a
much
lot.
out there.
it's a lot,
Yeah.
Peter, I saw the Minecraft movie.
Nice.
Since you reviewed it, I'm gonna give it a recommendation
Okay.
because I actually enjoyed it.
I told you it is an enjoyable movie. Did you go ape shit when the chicken jockey thing happened? Zombie
No,
chickens?
you know what's funny though? Like, it still had a lot of people there, and I
Yeah.
was sitting by these two kids, and it was me, Brittany, and Jade, and this girl. You could tell her friends have been talking about this movie because she was like pre-amping up every one of these scenes. And then when it became the chicken jockey one, you could tell she just wanted to let it out and do something. But she goes, chicken jockey! And she was all stoked. And I was like, that's it? That's what all you guys were hyped about was that one little scene? That wasn't even real pro wrestling. Like, you can't actually tie him up that way. The referee's going to see that.
You're all explaining this to this little girl.
About, listen. You can't just jump from the ceiling. That's banned nowadays.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, dude. I nailed it. You explained it perfectly. This is just Jack Black being Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they just gave him free reins to be Jack Black. He doesn't even have to conversate with people normally in this movie.
No.
He literally looks someone right in the face, does this little hand thingy, and goes, "Let's go," or something like that. He was saying something, skadoosh. He kept on saying this skadoosh thing. I'm like, dude, they just literally just paid Jack Black just to show up and just do Jack Black things.
Yep.
And I'm all for it because that's exactly like, listen, dude, we grew up, we were the ones that enjoyed Jack Black from Mars Attacks and Tenacious D. So, like, if he gets to express a little bit of his Tenacious D in a kids movie again and make billions of dollars doing it, dude, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
And oh, hold on. I thought the side characters, like the kids, were gonna be worthless. I actually enjoyed them.
No, everyone had a good story arc. Like it yeah, like I said, man, I was like kind of blown away with it. Like it was did a good job of all the characters. Everyone had their moments, and nothing was um how do you describe it? Like it didn't lag anywhere in my opinion. Like it
Yeah,
was just always going and always very entertaining. So
I give the Minecraft movie its flowers. It was a
yeah,
really good movie.
it makes sense why it's almost at like $1 billion.
100%. Yeah. Dude, Jason Mimosa cracked me
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
He was funny.
Garbage Man.
Garbage Man.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
fantastic.
You know, and super predictable.
Oh yeah.
But even the
Yeah.
Minecraft craft characters were fun. Like the humanoid people thing. I
Mm-hmm.
know nothing about these things. But just the way they like snuck one off into the real world.
But
It was
Jennifer
cool.
Coolidge.
Yeah.
She
Like
she was really funny too.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole rocket story of how the kid just whipped up this rocket and then just destroyed the potato chip factory.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I
Loved it.
love how they didn't have this long 20-minute scenario explaining Steve's background. It was literally right before the intro and then said, okay, here's a movie.
Yeah. Here's a guy that always wanted to mine, and then they did not let him mine, and then he grew up, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go mine. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah. All you need, dude. I was like, okay, fair enough.
But that's right there. That set the tone. Like you knew what you're in for. Like nothing was off limits. It's gonna be totally ridiculous, and they stayed true to that throughout the whole film, and it just worked.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away. Like I wasn't so sure, but it worked really well. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Me too. I was glad. It was a fun adventure. And I was pleasantly surprised leaving. So,
Yeah.
Minecraft 2, when it comes out, I'll go see it.
Yeah, same here. Me too.
Well,
So,
Peter, I think that's it, right?
we did it. We did
did
another
it.
episode.
Woo woo. Oh, am I going to see you this Saturday?
Well, that's what I was just gonna ask. Are you gonna be at the wrestling show?
Yeah. I got to confirm how many tickets I need to get from Colby. I told him I'm going to be getting 3,
Okay.
but I got to figure that out.
All right.
So, on my
well,
text, Colby, if you listen to this on Monday, I'm texting you after the recording right now. So,
dude, and let me just say, so this is everyone that's listening. We're talking about some wrestling. Primos, Colorado. What's it called? The amateur? No, what's it called? Tournament of 9.
yeah.
But my kid Carter is gonna make his debut in a tag team match, and oh Ryan, you're gonna be in for a treat. Like this, Carter has the flips,
The dips.
yeah, he has all of it, and it's gonna be insane. So cannot wait for this weekend, and it's gonna be a blast. So
I'm excited to be there.
yeah,
For all the listeners, the viewers, thank you. And for you and I, we get to hang out this weekend, Peter.
that's right. Yeah,
Pew pew out.
pew pew out.
Be sure to visit bmoviesbeyond.com.